Hello, hello, everyone, and welcome. Jerry Lopez here, all the way from not Orlando, Florida, guys. We're in Dallas, Texas. I'm super excited to be with you guys today. I'm humbled by the amount of people that have said I do today to being part of our ecosystem. So we're excited to have you guys here. Let me go ahead and get off of a couple of things we got going on here. I am going to put it on speaker view so you guys can at least see where we're at. So hello, everyone. Blessings again. We're super excited. Hello from Northern UK. We have people from all over the world. Seattle, United States. We have people from Mars. That's funny enough, right? Costa Rica, New Jersey. Welcome, Nicaragua's, United States, Canada, Colombia, Tobago. We have Switzerland, Spain, Brazil, from people from all over the world. So we just want to thank you guys for being with us. I shot a little video yesterday coming here from the airport, and I'm a firm believer that that a lot of people, unfortunately, they confuse silence for lack of productivity, right? And on my end, our compliance team and our corporate team knows that I can be everywhere at the same time, which is the reason why we have such a great, amazing team that is part of our ecosystem. So the first thing that I want to do is say thank you and congratulations to all the leaders, all the co-founders, Sean Starr, primarily one of my partners, Mike Boggs. We have part of the co-founding team. We have Andreas. We also have Brandon, KT. We have Kathy, Dr. Alberto. And the list goes on and on and on. We have Diego all the way from Mexico, Alejandro Santa Cruz, also from Mexico. We're just grateful, beyond grateful, for all the hard work that a lot of you have been doing throughout the holidays. And as you can see here, I got a big, giant, massive flow chart that I am doing it because we're here at the STI offices today, and we wanted to make it more personalized for you guys. I am going to go ahead and shut the chat out for a little bit because I would love it if you guys can focus a little bit on what we're doing here. And I want to thank the 700 plus people that have connected into the Zoom today, because everyone is waiting for announcements, right? And I have big surprise for you guys today, because something that we've been working on for many years has come to fruition, and you guys are seeing it hands-on first more than anyone else. So thank you for the leadership, everything that you've done through the beta stages. I cannot be more grateful for you guys and each and every one of you that bet on us, right? That bet on us since the last week of November in through the whole December phase. And we're really, really grateful for that. So I want to acknowledge the leaders. Also, we want to talk about really quick, before we get into the big announcement, the whole focus and what the 4 principles of STI are. And a lot of you know that we, number one, as our major principle, we're a philanthropy-based company. We believe in the power of education. We believe in banking the unbanked. And we are also firm believers that social media, social revolution is the future, and we need to be part of that. So with that being said, understanding that those are the 4 principles of who we are, what is it that we've learned during the beta testing phases? And I want to share what we've learned, because it's important to understand that part to know where we're headed, right? The purpose of being part of an initial stages of a company launch is to be able to understand culture, understand feeling, understand avenues of business, understand avenues of purpose, and also to understand people and where and how, as leaders of a community, how we will be aligned and purposely driven to create the biggest giving movement that has ever existed on planet Earth. And we can only do that by testing and learning how we can do that. So the first thing that we learned during this testing phase is that people are eager for change. So many people have gone through so much throughout the years. They've just been battered. They've been burned. They just simply haven't had an opportunity to really be successful. And people want that. They want something fresh, something new, something different. And we knew that. I think a lot of people who've been around the industry for a long time can testify to this. It's always been the same on the same, right? It's always been the same things always. And which is the reason why our slogan is "Let's be different." And which is the reason why us as a motto, as a movement, we are going to shoot to be different. And we're doing that as we speak. So a lot of people in this process of the industry has also been let down. And because of that, anytime there's a small hiccup, people panic. And that's okay. We understand that. So we've learned that a lot during the month of December. People panicking, oh my gosh, this, that, So a lot of panicking, because of the first thing that we learned, right? And we want to let you guys know that the guys are working around the clock to making sure that come January 15th, you guys are set and ready to roll. So that's also exciting as well to know that there is somewhat of a panic of people's anxieties kicking in, but it's because people want change, right? Because people want something to work. And we appreciate that. And we want you guys to know that we're eagerly excited to show you guys how the future looks for Up2give. And also, we also learned that there's a big void, okay, in what's called the emotional intelligence in the industry. And we saw it a lot now that there's 50 plus countries that have said I do to Up2give. And in different ways, shapes, or form, EQ has been a void for direct sales for its existence. I believe back into the Amway days when Amway created the Franklin and Covey daily planners, I think that had been the only effective, true, real education program to help people on all aspects of their business and how they can grow. I think they did it better than anyone else. And I don't think anyone else has done that ever since. So there's been that void of emotional intelligence, or what's called EQ, which a lot of people don't know about. We'll talk about that a little bit today. And we understand that also was quite of a void here with us coming into the pre-launch. We saw a lot of that, and a lot of it has been, again, because of all the past experiences. It's like when you have marry into a new relationship, whether it's a girlfriend, whether it's a new marriage. That's why we always encourage people to do premarital counseling, right? Or things of that nature, because it's always good to understand to not bring your old behaviors into new lifestyle or new venture or new journey. We always have to be educating ourselves, and we always have to keep learning. We always have to find a way to better ourselves, because bringing old habits into new things can create ripple effects of negative behavior. And emotional intelligence has a lot to do with that. And so I'm glad that, we're having this conversation. But, in beta stages of companies, there's nothing but 8 out of 10 things will always be a roadblock, because we're ironing things out to become better. And not everyone understands that, which creates that other behavior. And we also realize that us as a company, we're gonna need to get more and more better on the way we are communicating certain things, so that everyone understands where we are, how we're getting there. And all that happens when a company launches. It doesn't usually happen during the beta stages, because we're trying to learn from the behaviors that gives us the opportunity to try to get it as perfect to possible as we can, prior to a launch. So with that being said, we will have in our YouTube page and in your back office one full presentation video of the Up2give movement. We will have a full one presentation video of the giving box. We will have all types of videos that are going to be related to frequently asked questions. So at the end of the day, guys, if you have been with us until now and have paid the price of beta stages, pre-launching, well, congratulations to you, because when there's 100,000 plus members in the community and you guys were part of the ground zero, founding VIP members club, and were part of the December launch, come December 2020, you guys are going to be looking back at this video and say, oh yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, I remember that. And you guys are going to be grateful that we did what we did, that we've processed and we've grown the way we have, because I'm telling you, to get to 18,000 people, which is the number we're hitting right now, in 5 weeks, I think that's a record, and that's a big blessing, guys. So, I appreciate all the patience and all the love and support of the community, because we learned a lot during these 5 weeks. And because of that, now we know how to approach the future of Up2give come the launch in January 15th. And that's the reason why we're here today, because we have a big announcement, guys. And, I love announcements for many reasons. And I'm going to go ahead and open up some of my notes here, because big announcements always create momentum, but it's announcements that make sense for purpose-driven things that create life-changing opportunities, right? Because you can have a great announcement, but if it's not going to be life-changing, okay, it's a momentarily thing, right? It's not a continuous thing. But what I'm going to talk to you about today is we finally accomplished one of the most important partnerships of Up2give and the future of our company. This man that I'm going to introduce you guys today, who happens to be sitting right across from me right now on his computer, we're actually in his office, is Dr. D.O. Wallace. And it's a good friend of mine for 5+ years, someone who I have nothing but love and respect for. And the reason being, it's a man that, came out of corporate America when he was 32 years old. He founded the first DFW business training center here in Dallas. He founded, guys, charter schools for kids in the inner cities. And not only that, but he was the youngest ever, okay? He was the youngest ever entrepreneur, man, to get a contract, okay? A school contract with the state of Texas to be able to launch charter schools, because he was part of the top 40 under 30, which means that's a big thing here in Texas, where you're recognized as one of the top entrepreneurs, businessmen under the age of 40, and he was the first ever to get a charter contract with the state, and this man is someone that I have a lot of love and respect for, because of the relationship we've built throughout the years. And we had not found a match that really made sense to change the world, because he knows how philanthropical I am. He's also a man of God just like me. We have the same values. We believe in the same things. We believe in changing the world. And you're going to know about him right now, big educator, big on education. But, the truth of the matter is that when you listen to him, you guys will understand a little bit about what's happening. But at the end, after you get to learn a little bit about him and some questions that I'm going to ask him, I am going to give you the announcement. You guys are ready for some announcements, I bet, right? But I want you guys, without further ado, to meet my good friend, Dr. D.O. Wallace. D.O., can you hear me?
I can hear you very well.
Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to mute myself, okay? If you want to put the volume up on your computer. Okay, great. You see, I have a really loud voice. So he's sitting across the room from me, and you guys can hear me, so that's kind of cool. But DL, hey, brother, man, thank you so much for being with us here. You know, we really appreciate you, and I know that the industry is eager to know about what's happening, about what we're doing. But tell us a little bit about your history as a man in education, because I know I shared a couple of things, but tell us a little bit about what's happening right now in the world, especially when it comes down to what we're about to talk about today, which is soft skills training, which is emotional intelligence and all that stuff. But you know, the floor is yours, brother.
Hey, thank you, Jerry, so much, and thank you to all of those who have logged on to this call today. Excited to be a part of this wonderful opportunity to be a part of the Up2give community. And Jerry mentioned something very powerful when he talked about education. Education is our platform as a company. Success Training Institute, you may know us as simplysuccess.com. We are the EdTech Company of the Year for 2017, the largest soft skills training company on the planet with more original content than anyone else has. Well, many times I get the question, what in the world are soft skills? Tell me, what is emotional intelligence? What does it all mean? Well, think about it this way. If I ask you, where do you go to learn how to read? You probably tell me public school. If I said, where do you go to learn how to write, or to add, subtract, multiply, and divide, you then probably refer me to school again. But what about where you go to learn team building, time management, goal setting, patience, conflict resolution, leadership, sales, customer service, prospecting, appointment setting? If I ask you, where do you go to learn those critical skills, where are you going to direct me? They don't teach it in college. They don't teach it in high school. Some people have to learn it as they go, which is what creates so many challenges. Jerry mentioned a term called emotional intelligence. That's EQ. Harvard University says that our EQ, our emotional intelligence, how we deal with people, how we handle adversity, how we overcome obstacles, how we reach goals, how we plan, how we prepare, is way more important than our IQ, what we learn from reading books in school. So we discover that every great experience that we've ever had in life typically is an emotional experience, not an intellectual one. Our company is the industry leader in emotional intelligence and in soft skills training, and we are very pleased to partner with Up2give Academy, because this is not something that we often do in the MLM space. In fact, this is the only partnership of its kind that we've established because of the relationship we've got with Jerry and all of the wonderful people that make up the Up2give family.
Well, that's awesome to know, DL. And the reason why I asked that is because, again, a lot of people didn't understand what soft skills are. Tell us a little bit about some of the partnerships that are currently with Success Training Institute and Simply Success, because I'm sure a lot of the people that are listening were wondering, well, you know, Up2give, it's a giving thing, or what the deal is. Guys, there's a reason why we have 4 principles, which is philanthropy, education, banking, and social revolution. So it goes beyond the giving and the receiving. This goes beyond banking. It goes beyond social revolution. This is about truly educating people on how to become better. So what are some of the entities or partnerships that you've acquired throughout the years? Because it hasn't been 2-3 years, guys. It's been a lot of years that Success Training Institute has been alive and kicking and blessing a lot of lives. So share a little bit about some of the partnerships.
Yes, colleges and universities do business with our company. In addition to colleges and universities, state agencies, government agencies, organizations such as Department of Corrections, those who are incarcerated now are looking for skills to help them compete once they get out. There are so many other organizations, religious organizations. We have partnerships with some of the largest religious organizations on the planet. Think of one that that has more than 4 million members spread across thousands of churches. We've got tons of partnerships that we have that rely on us to help them increase their emotional intelligence. So when we talk about education, some of the most fundamental components of education are found in our partnerships. And many of those partnerships, like the colleges and universities, like the states and government agencies that we work with, like those different organizations that we have an alliance with, they rely on us to help elevate their skill levels in a way that they can't get from anybody else.
One of the things that really intrigued me was that we were talking a little bit about the Department of Corrections here in the state of Texas. Share a little bit about that, because I believe that education should be taken to every single human being on planet Earth, especially this type of education that you don't get in regular school.
Yes, think of the impact that poverty and incarceration has on a person's emotions. It's going to create the dynamic where they're not going to be as amenable. They're going to be more aggressive. They're going to have anger issues. They're going to have several different things that hold them back. Well, we've been fortunate enough to have relationships that even extend into these areas where people now are able to take these classes on their mobile devices and laptops. That's what makes our company so unique. It's 100% video. This is video instruction that reduces the literacy gap.
That's
so
right.
You think about it, if a person has to read a book and they're struggling with reading, then they're not going to read that book excitingly. But if you give them a video, we're in the video generation. Every class in our vast library is broken down into 8 minutes or less.
Wow, and just share really quick, how many right now current classes are active and part of the accredited program that can be taken to colleges and courses? How many of those do we currently have?
Over 1,250 with new classes added every single month. So the greatest part about being a part of this ecosystem, you get an evergreen library of professional development. Think about having advancement access on your mobile device, where every single day you get a daily podcast that's delivered to your mobile phone. You get daily audio training. Then you also get the video training. There's a test after every single lesson. So many past tests equals a completed course. And every time you complete a course, something even more special happens.
Well, you know, the fun part about that is the integrated part of the mobile devices, you know, iPads, tablets, you know, the flexibility globally that we have with Success Training Institute, and the fact that right now there's even a team program for kids who are in high school that can actually take the courses and they can be used toward college credits.
Yes,
Talk about that.
Okay, think about all the kids that we have across the world who are looking to separate themselves on their college applications. I've got 6 daughters. I'm fortunate to have so many wonderful girls. And I've got one who is a senior in high school right now. Well, she's working on her college applications and putting her college resume in place. She's able to outline that she's earned certifications in team building, in time management, in focus, in leadership. All of the things that colleges want you to have before you walk through the door. So the Teen Success Academy, the team program that we have, helps not only equip that young person for college, it also helps equip them for work. Because many of them may not go to college and they may go straight into the workforce. Now they can go with training.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually was looking into interview the other day of a guy that was graduated from Stanford, you know, 4.0 GPA, a very, very intellectual guy, right? And he had an interview with some people of the cabinet in Washington. And the guy, even though he had a 4.0 GPA, super intelligent guy, the guy has 0 social skills. Like, he couldn't even communicate. He even got nervous with the conversations he was having. And I believe a lot of that has to do with emotional intelligence,
right?
And being able to have that type of training, that type of development. And that's a lot of the things that, you know, all these great mentors and teachers like Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, you know, John Maxwell, they teach on a lot of that stuff, because personal development, which is not taught in school the way it should be, they teach it on somewhat levels. I believe that it should be more centralized to what's happening in the world right now, because social skills are extremely important, especially in this industry that we're in, which is the peer-to-peer, you know, industry, being with people. And, you know, at the end of the day, you know, why is STI considered right now the #1 soft skills training ecosystem in the United States?
Excellent question. One is because of the science behind what we do. Our video training program is second to none. We're considered a sole source provider by many of the government agencies that we work with. This means that they can't find the kind of training and ecosystem with any other company.
Right.
The great part, there is a pre-assessment. We put together individualized learning plans. We're the only company on the planet that does this. This is individualized learning plans that says you answer 20 questions. 20 quick questions, and the system then gives you all the information and data that you need and tells you what courses you're supposed to take. Now imagine having a vast library and not knowing where to begin, but being able to do so just by answering a few simple questions. And because our content is 8 minutes or less, it appeals to the average adult attention span. We can do all those types of things. And of course, we do the pre and post assessments, and we conduct all the research and the data to make every learner even better.
Well, you know what, DL, I appreciate your time. I know that we got a gazillion things going on. So I'm going to switch over to myself real quick. I'm going to mute you, and then because the guys, some announcements here. You guys heard it. DL Wallace is a phenomenal human being. Besides him being a phenomenal human being, he's a phenomenal educator. So DL, the community, this is where it comes down to. The community doesn't know what has transpired with Up2give and STI. They don't know. They do know that when a person reached level 4 in Up2give, because we know how important it is to be part of this ecosystem of education, we actually were going to give that to the users as part of our contribution that we give back to you, the user, and we were going to just give it to you at level 4. However, the reason why we've been absent throughout the past 2.5, 3 weeks, it's because I have a big surprise for you guys. So get ready for this. Okay. It is, and this is an official statement from myself. It has been already approved by compliance. And all T's and dots are signed. That's my partner right there, Mr. D.O. Wallace. It was on his computer. I'm sure you guys can hear him too. So guys, it is official. Up2give will launch what's called the Up2give Academy, powered by Success Training Institute. We will have the power of STI powering the Up2give Academy. What does that mean? That you no longer will have to wait to level 4, because we're gonna give it to you the moment you join Up2give. So now, when you guys join, we are going to do this for you at no cost. It's gonna be part of the value that we're bringing to you guys, because we believe that we need to get educated, we need to get going, we need to get stronger in our emotional intelligence. We need for everyone to understand that Up2give is here to stay. We're gonna change lives, and we're going to be the Up2give Academy, where we are powered by Success Training Institute. So all the value of Success Training Institute, you guys will have after launch now in January 15th. I'm just gonna go like this with my computer and have DL share a couple of words.
We are excited about this partnership. We take our partnerships very seriously. As Jerry said, we're in partnership with government agencies, colleges, and universities. And to have this type of partnership with Up2give Academy shows how much we believe in him, but it also shows how much we believe in you. I have to tell you this because Jerry gave you some of the icing on the cake. Let me go ahead and put the cherry on top. One of the things that makes our company unique is our Global Success Initiative. That means that when you complete your certification course, we're gonna donate a full scholarship in soft skills training to someone less fortunate. That could be a single parent living below the poverty line. It could be an at-risk teen, a disabled veteran. It's a part of our business model. It's what we've always done, and we're going to extend this now to the Up2give community. So as you're learning and you're growing, you're opening the door for somebody else to grow as well. With the same dollars, the same effort, the same energy, you now are part of the true Up2give Academy, and we're excited about it.
Woo! Hey guys, I don't know, man, but you know, there's excitement in the air right now, and you know, I'm not gonna say anything else. Just be ready for some updates in the next 48 to 72 hours. I'm gonna be here with you guys. We got an amazing logo to show you guys of the Academy. And again, it's all gonna be part of the $32 that you guys contribute to Up2give. We're gonna give this back, and we're not gonna wait to level 4 for you to get it. Also, you know, during your learning process, you can actually even apply through Success Training Institute to get a bachelor's, doctorate, a master's degree, and at our costs as part of being Up2give. So that's all you guys are going to learn, all of that as we get closer to on January 15th. So guys, thank you so much for your patience. I told you that you will be blown away, right? I told you that we were coming with something amazing for you. And I also thank you for being patient, because now this just got revolutionized, guys. We will be the biggest giving, philanthropical, banking, educating, soft skills training, emotional intelligence training center that has ever existed on planet Earth, because we're taking it to the 50+ countries that we have leadership in. And whether it's a scholarship for someone in Kenya or Cambodia or Malaysia or Switzerland or Europe or Spain, Latin America, Brazil, we're taking it there. We're going to change a lot of lives. So God bless you guys. Thank you so much. Get ready, 72 hours. You guys will be getting more stuff. And then come now January 15th, this ecosystem will be ready for you right in your back office, because the moment you contribute the $32, you're going to click on that link and you will be part of the Academy. God bless you guys. Thank you so much for connecting, and stay patient, stay humble, and get ready, because we're up and giving, guys. God bless.